Hi, this is the Professional Amateur coming to you with another review. This week, I checked out DAMSEL, and this 2024 film was directed by Juan Carlos Fresnadillo and stars Millie Bobby Brown, Ray Winstone, and Shohreh Aghdashloo, or at least her voice, her smoky voice, among others, of course. The story of this fantasy movie is that Millie Bobby Brown is this princess, and at the time, princesses are just like married to people for gold or trade or whatever. And so she's married off to someone she doesn't even know, and so she goes and marries the man. And it turns out like this family that she marries into are so rich and powerful, but it's because they have a dragon on their side. However, they have to make sacrifices to the dragon. So after they get married, they do some ritual where she is thrown into a pit with the dragon. And then after that, it becomes like this survival horror type of movie where she has to escape the dragon, not be eaten by the dragon, outsmart it, hopefully, and even try to, leave this dungeon that they've created for her and this dragon. What will happen though? Well, for that, you gotta watch the movie and find out. Alright, so let's discuss this movie. Well, with this one, it's an odd movie, I would say. One that I kind of found enjoyable. Certainly it's a unique one. It does have this fantasy horror element to it. Like the whole first 30 minutes is really just like if Disney had made the movie, going through with the princess and the marriage and the wedding and all this kind of Disney tropes. And so when she does get thrown into this dungeon, I was a little bit surprised. I actually watched this one with my partner, and my partner kind of guessed it right from the beginning. She knew what was what. But for me, seeing it turn into like a horror survival thing all of a sudden, I thought was a unique kind of gimmick. Maybe that's the thing that will attract people, kind of this odd kind of juxtaposition between the two. And so that was, I thought, super cool, where it is like the survival movie with inside this, fairy tale world. I thought that was, at least interesting. Also with this movie, it stars Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things, and I liked her in that. I know she has played some other, roles in other movies that maybe some people have not been so kind to. What was she? She was like Sherlock Holmes? No, not Sherlock Holmes. Like Sherlock's younger sister or something like that. And I don't think people responded that well to those movies. But with this one, I think she does a good job. Certainly my partner really enjoys her and enjoyed watching her. I like the look of her throughout the whole thing. And sometimes she gets, all messed up and all dirty. And I enjoy kind of the transformation of her character and how she, as an actress, also, portrays that as well. And so certainly Millie on screen, I would say, was an enjoyable watch. She certainly held my attention throughout the whole thing. And so that certainly was good as well. So good job, Millie. Also with this movie, it's mostly CGI, especially with the dragon, right? The dragon, of course, is going to be CGI. But a lot of other things is just like done on green screen. And I really had to focus my eyes to see when it was, CGI and when it wasn't. I think it probably tricked my partner most of the time. But for me, it was really well done, I thought. Really kind of immersive and really kind of looked like everything was there. So that was really good. And then with the dragon, I thought the dragon was very cool. It is not a traditional dragon, or at least, how you picture a traditional one. It is very much more kind of feline-esque or panther-esque style of dragon. And so I did enjoy that. I think it matched up to the woman's voice as well. This actress Shohreh, if you know her, she has this very kind of smoky voice. She's from The Expanse, if you know her character there. And it matches up for the dragon. The dragon talks as well, and that's just kind of a fun thing. So all the CGI stuff, especially with the dragon, I thought was enjoyable. And that brings me to what doesn't work with this movie. Well, with this one, it kind of feels like it's made by Disney. I know it's not made by Disney, it's made by Netflix, but the whole setup of it all just feels like a Disney movie, especially with the prince and the princess and all that different type of stuff. It kind of threw me through a loop once it does get to the survival aspect. And even then, certain things certainly feels like a kind of a Disney princess, like she gets bugs to help her or something like that. And it just has all of these different Disney elements in it that are very clearly kind of just tropes from it. I would say that also makes it feel like it's not particularly aimed at adults. I think with this one, there's no blood, no gore, just like kind of a Disney movie. And so I do think it's aimed for more, 13, 14, up to, 16, 17-year-olds, and probably, females as well. And so if that's, someone in your life, then I would say watch it with them. Certainly, expand on what they've been watching before, adding this kind of survival aspect to it. This movie I thought was really interesting. So it's not particularly for adults. I would say probably adults can have, a movie night with their partner and enjoy it and just go along with it. And there are scenes, certainly in the survival part as well, that just are kind of like a throwback to Disney lines that you would have heard in the past. And so ultimately, yeah, it just doesn't kind of feel that scary or that intense ever because it has this kind of Disney quality to it. And with that being said, it certainly feels like a by the numbers movie, one where Netflix, just makes so many movies that they kind of have like a buffet, where everyone can find something they like. And with this one, it's a family friendly horror fantasy survival movie. Like, what is there not to like, right? So if you are having a family night or a date night or whatever, or Netflix and chill, you could probably turn this one on and everyone would be happy, right? It's just kind of by the numbers. Everyone's going to take something out of this that they like. And it does make it for not like the most, groundbreaking or anything. And I certainly would not involve that word with this movie. But I don't know. Just one of those movies where, you can consume it. It's fun to find. I don't know. Check it out if you want. As for a recommendation, well, if you have a family movie night or something like that, I would say put this one on. It's non-offensive and something that the whole family can enjoy. Even if you have like a date night, like I said, my partner chose this one for us to watch and, she liked it. I liked it. What else can I tell you? And so if that sounds like you, then yeah, press play on this one. As for a rating, well, it's very by the numbers, very non-offensive, and something that, a wide range of families can enjoy. So with that, I will give it the average score of 5. And with that being said, I think that's all I wanted to say. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.